The last session we were discussing the types of sentences in the grammar section. On Mondays we'll have grammar. So who can just review the types of sentences that we have discussed in the previous session?
Okay, teacher. Hello. Hope you are doing well. Can I repeat them?
Yep.
Okay, so last day we have studied about a type of sentences. So the first type was simple sentence, and simple sentence is a sentence that it has one subject and one main verb. It means it contains one independent clause, and it always have a complete meaning. So and here we can say that it convey a complete thought, and also it is made from one subject and from subject and verb, but it can have two subjects or maybe sometimes two verb, and it is different according to its structure. The next type was a compound sentence. A compound sentence, it's made from one independent clause, and then we have coordinating conjunction or maybe semicolon, or coordinating conjunction that we have studied, that they were fanboys, or sometimes we may have semicolon or maybe conjunctive adverb. Then we have another independent clause. So it is made from two independent clause that they are joined by fanboys or coordinating conjunction or maybe semicolon. So the next type was a complex sentence. Complex sentence is made from one independent clause. Then we have a subordinating conjunction, and then we may have a dependent clause. So we may have subordinating conjunction like because, although, since, while, or etc. And also we may have relative pronoun like who, which, that. And the last type was compound complex, and it's made from independent clause with dependent clause. So we may have at least we should have one dependent clause, and other sentences they can be independent clause and also dependent clause. So uh, we join the sentences again by coordinating conjunctions or and also semicolon. So they were something that I remember to share.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It was excellent. Yeah, thank you. So today, or this session, will focus on the dependent clauses, as we have had an introduction to clause itself. Then we mentioned about the types of clauses. One was independent clause, and the next one was dependent clause. Dependent clause. And the dependent clauses were, as we had noun clause. Noun clause is the first type. Noun clause is a dependent clause. We have adjective clause, and we have the final one is adverb clause. So these are the three types of clauses that we have in the independent part. Sorry, dependent. Types of dependent clauses. Now we'll focus on each one in detail. What's a noun clause, how the noun clauses are formed, and then the position of the noun clause, where can we use them, and finally, if you would have time, we'll cover the adjective clause and adverb clauses. So basically, our first topic would be noun clause. What is a noun clause? Does anyone know what is a noun clause? Yes.
Okay, teacher. So a noun clause is a group of sentences that they contain subject and a verb, and also they act. They act as a noun in a sentence. So if we remove them and put a noun instead of them, it should give a meaning. So a noun clause is a clause that it acts as a noun in a sentence. For example, if I say I like it, instead of it, we can bring a clause like I like what he said. So it is a sentence, a complete sentence. So instead of it, that it is pronoun, I brought the sentence I like what he said. So it is a complete sentence, and it acts as a noun in a sentence.
Exactly, that's right. Miss Wajiha.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. I want to mention some more information about the noun clause. Noun clause are the group of words which has subject and also object, and we could say that they usually starts with who, that, if, how, what, whether, and why. And in complete, we could say that in the noun clause we have whether or if, and wh words, and also that in the sentences.
Very good. Okay, so let's go ahead on how and what adjective clauses are. As your classmate mentioned, we have a noun clause is a dependent clause that functions as a noun. That's what we have as noun clause. For example, if I say she knows my address, so instead of my address, it's a noun, right? Address is a noun. So I can also say she knows where I live. So here, instead of address, I have one complete clause, which is where I live. We have the subject, we have got the verb is leave. So it is a clause. Or if I say another sentence, they know, or they believe in him. So here we have him, or if I use Ahmad. So if I say they believe in who Ahmad is. So instead of one word, we can say one clause. They believe in who Ahmad is. So here we have the noun clause in this sentence. Now, up to here, we have the noun clause and how it functions. It functions like a noun. It may be replaced to a noun instead of using the noun repeatedly. Now the question is how to form noun clauses. How to form noun clauses, that's the thing. We can form noun clauses through three ways. We may have WH words. We may have if or whether. If or whether, we can use them. And we can finally add that. It is also called that clause. So in these three ways, we can form a noun clause. First of all, with WH words. You know, WH words are, for example, what, we may have where, we may have why, we may have when, we may have which, we may have how, we may have whose, and so one more. So we have what, where, why, when, which, how, and whose.
Oh.
Yeah, and then we have who and we have home. Very good. Yeah, these are the WH words that we have. So when we want to use, we can have them at the beginning of our noun clause, or they can introduce our noun clause. Think if I have a sentence would be, where do you live? Or if I have the question, where do they live? So that's the question. Now, in order to change it to a noun clause, or often answer this one, we may say, I know where, for example, where they live. So here we have the clause. Where they live is the clause here. This is the noun clause, which is used as the object of the verb know. I know where they live. Or if I ask other questions, for example, where did she, for example, participate? Where did she participate the webinar? So we can easily answer by saying, so if I say, I don't know where she participated, we have to use she participated the webinar. So the noun clause here we have is where she participated the webinar. So this is the noun clause we have. Similarly, if you have with other question types, for example, with these WH words, where, why. So who can ask a question with one of them? And we'll change it.
Okay, for example, yeah. When did you pass the test?
So when did you pass the test? So here we have the question. How do you answer that? You may answer,
I want to know when you passed the test.
When you passed the test, exactly. So here we have when did you, did is simple past. So in order to use the right way, we have to change the main verb. A question is changed to a statement. Here this is the clause. I want to know when you passed the test. Another question, Miss Khaliqiyar.
Okay, teacher. A question. Which country do you like to travel?
Which country do you like to travel? So how do you change it to noun clause? Answer it with a noun clause.
May I change it?
Yep.
Okay. She wants to know which country.
She wants to know.
She wants to know which country. How should I say?
Which
country
country
you want?
you like
Want
to travel.
Yeah, you like to travel. Yes.
Yeah, here we have do, so we will remove this do. It is auxiliary, so it is removed, and then we have the clause. We have the subject of the clause. The subject is you, so it is the subject, and we have got the verb. Like is the verb here, so subject plus verb. It is our clause. The next one, Miss Sahar, a question with one of these.
Okay. The question is, what made you happy?
What made you happy? Okay, so here, what is the subject of the question?
What?
What is the subject exactly?
Yeah.
So how do you change it?
That she passed the exam made me happy.
No, here what? For example, what made me happy is because of the exam, or because of passing the exam. here the noun clause is used as the subject of our independent clause. So what made me happy is because of passing the exam. So it is our clause.
Okay.
So Miss Ferishta.
Okay, teacher. For example, who is your best friend?
Who is your best friend? So in order to
Yeah.
change, what should we do?
Pari is who I can trust her.
No. That's not. That's adjective clause. So we can
Who I
say.
can trust her is Pari.
So that's not the noun clause.
Teacher, the first we use who.
Mhm.
Who I can trust her is Pari.
Look here, the subject is your best friend. It is considered as the subject. So we have to use that one as the subject of the clause. Think we can say who my best friend, if you use as the subject, who my best friend is. For example, if I add another one, it might be is unclear or needs to be addressed. So here we have the clause is this one, who my best friend is. This is the clause, and then we have the rest of the sentence. Or we can have I can't tell you who my best friend is. Who my best friend is. This is also right here. Here we have the noun clause. The noun clause is this one. Miss Zainul Arab, a question?
Hello, sir. Good evening. Excuse me, sir. I have two questions, please.
Yep.
The first one is who my best friend is. Is it a good? Can we use the who is my best friend? Is it a good? Which one is good? The better grammarly.
Okay, if you want to have direct question. So the best one is to say who is your best friend. But if you go on with the more complex sentence, so the second is the better choice. It shows more complex sentence. Here we have another point of idea as well. Needs to be addressed. If I say who is your best friend, it is a simple sentence. But when I say who my best friend is, needs to be addressed, it is complex sentence.
Thank you. I have another question, please. That is the first sentence. It was the top one of your paper, please. It was, yes, up, go please, scroll up, please. A little bit. Thank you. This is the belief in Ahmad. Can we use and this is a proposition and for a person? Is it right? Is it good?
Yeah, we can say.
And for a person?
Yeah, I believe in him.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, we can use. We can use here.
How? Just for this sentence, or it's allowed to can use for every sentence when we talk about any person? We can use and for a person. Is it right?
Yeah, prepositions are used.
This N, just N, not on. And on is good. N. Can we use N?
Yeah. N is also used. Believe in. Look, when we have believe, the preposition that follows after that is N. Believe on is wrong. Believe at is wrong. It is the preposition that follows the word believe.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Teacher.
Yep.
Can I say, when do you travel in Afghanistan? Then can I make it in this main form? When I travel in Afghanistan is unclear. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Okay, teacher. So right now I know the structure that how should I make correct it.
Okay. Miss Farishta Zahidi. Miss Zahidi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Which one remains?
No matter, just one of them, and then we'll go ahead.
Okay. When you will arrive at home? When will you arrive home?
Yeah, when will you arrive home? So how do you change it?
Okay. It is important for me that it's important for me when you arrive home.
When
that
you will
correct?
arrive home. It is important.
You arrive.
Mhm.
home.
Important for me when you will arrive home. We'll change the place of modal auxiliary with a subject. That's right. Okay, so this is what we have as noun clause using WH words. If there is any question, you can ask. Otherwise, let's go to if or whether.
Sorry, teacher. In this sentence, it is important for me when you will arrive home. So we have, I think, two subjects. Instead of, we should remove it. For example, we can say, when you will arrive home is important for me. And it, I think it is extra here. Am I right?
Structurally, both are right. Both are completely right. But whether you use it as the subject, whether you use it as the object, or use it as the complement, that would make the difference. Here, look, if I say when you will arrive home, so it is the complement of our first clause. The first clause is, it is important for me. It is our main clause. So here, this noun clause works as the complement of our main clause, saying what is important for me. It completes the idea on saying what is important for me. It is the complement. But here, if you go on with this sentence, what made me happy is, so it is the subject. The noun clause is used as the subject of our main clause, is because of passing the exam. So here, this whole noun clause works as the subject to the verb is. So it is the position of that. We can have noun clause as the object of preposition as well. Here, the sentence was, I believe in him. Yeah, here we had. I believe in who Ahmad is. So here we have the clause who Ahmad is. It is our noun clause. It comes after the preposition. So when it comes after preposition, it is considered as the object. When we call object here, it doesn't mean that it receives the action. It simply refers to the idea that it comes after that specific word. For example, here we have preposition, so this is the noun clause that refers to that. Or we may have as the object, she knows where I live. It is the object of the verb. They're all noun clauses. The only difference is the position of a noun clause, whether it is used as the subject of the sentence, it is used as complement, as the object, or after prepositions. Where we use the noun clause will make the difference.
Okay, teacher, I got it. And also, I have another question. In the next sentence, what made me happy is because of passing the test. It looked a little bit strange for me. I think because of. So, and here, if we say what made me happy is passing the test. And I think it is also extra.
If you
It is
remove,
because of.
if you remove this one, you mean removing because of?
Yeah, teacher.
You can remove it, that's okay. But if we use because of, it clarifies the connection on what the reason is. Okay, it clarifies.
So the structure is correct, yeah, teacher?
Yeah, the structure is correct. If you want to remove this one, that's also right. If you don't want to remove, that's also correct.
Thank you.
Yep. Anyone else? So let's go ahead with the next part, if there isn't any other question, with whether or if you have. Whether or if. Whether or if, it is usually formed using yes, no questions. Yes or no questions will change to whether or if. Yes, no questions are clear. First of all, we have auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs. After auxiliary verbs, we may have the subject of the sentence, and then we may have the main verb, or often we don't have even the main verb if the sentence or the clause is statement. It's a statement of fact. So, and then we may have the object, or we may have the complement. So that's not clear all the time. All the time, it's not the same. Think I may have the sentence. Did you pass the TOEFL test? TOEFL test here. So the question is a yes no question. You can easily answer it using yes, I passed, or yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Here, that's the simplest answer you can give. But that's the direct answer. In academic contexts, so the writers usually do not go on with direct question frequently. They might indirectly answer the question using noun clauses. They might say, can you tell me, for example, can you tell me? And then we can have the rest of it. Whether you passed the TOEFL test. So it is again a question, but the thing is, here we didn't directly ask the question. Instead, we used good wording on saying whether you passed the TOEFL test, or if you have the other cases, for example, would you mind telling me whether you passed the TOEFL test? So we have here whether you passed the TOEFL test. This is. Or often instead of whether, we may have if as well. So if I say, could you, would you, so there are questions. And your main clause, you can have anything you want. So could you tell me if you passed the TOEFL test? TOEFL test. It is the next one. We have our noun clause. This is the noun clause. Or when we have whether you pass the TOEFL test, again, it is the noun clause. Or here we have, they're all part of the noun clause. The rest are changeable. We can say, can you tell me, would you mind telling me, could you tell me if, and often not is added again. If I have, for example, could you tell me if you passed the TOEFL test or not. So or not is optional. We can have it or we can just leave it out. That's our choice. We can choose. With the whether or not, it's the same thing. In formal writing, most writers prefer to use whether instead of if in noun clauses. Whether is more formal than using if. It is academically used in writings, especially. Similarly, if you have a question, yes.
Hello, sir, and hello, everyone. Sir, and here you said that it should be we just change the shape of the test. It means first it's the direct question, then we change it to the noun clause and it become like indirect question.
Yeah.
Can we use a positive sentence here? For example, I want to know whether you passed the TOEFL test.
Yeah, that's okay.
It means it's positive. It's not a shape of. It means it's not a shape of question. Can we use it or not? It should be just question form.
Exactly. We can change it. Look, I told you that this part is part of our main clause, so it's changeable. You can use anything. You can say, can you tell me, or would you mind telling me, could you tell me? They're changeable. We can use anything. So for example, even you can say, it's not important. It is not important for me whether you passed, let's see, you passed the test or not. It's okay. Or I want to know if you passed the TOEFL test or not. So that's completely all right. Here again, it is indirectly asking. It doesn't have the question format. The structure is positive, so we can have that one. So who can ask a question here, and then let's change it together. Miss Wajiha.
Hello again. Did you apply for the scholarship? This is the question.
Did you
without any noun
apply to the
for
scholarship?
the scholarship?
To
Yep. And the noun clause. Could you tell me whether
you-
you apply for the scholarship?
whether you applied. Excellent. We have to use the
Yep,
past form because we have did here. This did shows that it is past tense. You applied to the scholarship. Again, it is question. We can make it positive statement as well. I want to know, or please tell me. I don't know. So these are the possible statements, and you can have your own as well.
Yep. Sir, can we say, I wonder whether you applied to the scholarship?
Yeah, I wonder if you or whether you applied to the scholarship. It's positive. Miss Sahar.
Okay, the question is, can he solve the problem?
Can he solve the problem?
Yeah.
Okay. How to change?
And the noun clause tense is, we are not sure whether he can solve the problem.
Excellent. We're not sure whether he can solve the problem.
Yes.
That's right. Here, the noun clause is whether he can solve the problem. And if you want to add or not at the end, that's also possible. That's optional. Thank you. Miss Belkis.
Okay, teacher. So the question is, had she completed the assignment?
So had she completed the assignment?
And if we change it to noun clause, we can say the teacher asked her.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher asked her if she had completed the assignment.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, if she had completed the assignment. Very good. Thank you. Miss Ferishta Natiqi.
Okay, teacher. For example, the question is that, can she travel with you in abroad?
Can she travel with you
In
Abroad?
abroad.
So
Yeah. And after we can say, I wonder if she travels with you in abroad.
I wonder if she can travel with you abroad. Okay. Miss Kamali.
Sir, I have a question. It means not example, a question about this subject. And here we have, can she travel with you abroad? Then when we change it to the noun clause, it's like this, that I wonder if she can travel with you abroad. This sentence that we changed, it has positive meaning or negative meaning? It means question meaning or how can I say positive meaning? It means the shape or the style of this sentence, it's positive. But how about the meaning? Is it question meaning or no? It's positive meaning.
Look, there is one thing. If I ask you, for example, what's your name? It's direct, right? Or if I ask,
Yeah.
can you tell me your name? It's direct question. And other times we can say, I want to know what your name is. So what do you think now? Is it a statement or question?
No, it's a question, but okay, I got it, sir. Thank you.
So
Yeah, I got it.
the same thing happens here. Indirectly, that's kind of it also relates to the tone of voice. Okay, it can both function as a question. It can both can be a statement. So it's related to the tone of voice, but structurally it is positive. Okay, Miss Khaliqyar.
Okay, teacher. Okay. Do they invite us for tonight? It is a question. So, if you want to make it a statement, you can say, I'm not sure whether they invite us for tonight or not.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether they invite us for tonight or not. That's right. We have whether they invite us. The structure which is used is we have subject they and then we have the verb invite. Thank you. Miss Farooq Liqa.
In the name of Allah, could you tell me she can participate in the meeting?
So that's itself is noun clause.
That's not noun clause.
That's noun clause itself.
So like, could you tell me, did you arrive the meeting on time?
So if you have the question, did you arrive the meeting
Yeah,
on time?
on time.
Okay. Now you can say, could you tell me?
Could you tell me?
Okay. How do you change this question to statement? Whether you arrived the meeting on time. Right? And Miss Zahidi.
Okay. The question is that can you assist me with my assignment? And when I change it, we can say, I would like to know whether you can assist me with my assignment.
Yep, that's right. Assist me with the assignment. Whether you can assist me with the assignment is the noun clause here we have. So that's with the whether or if. Any questions here? So the final way to form a noun clause is using that clause. That is another part of noun clause. We can have that clause in different ways. We can have an adjective plus that clause. It comes after that. We may have that clause after the verb, and then we have the noun clause as the object. Or we can have it that clause as the subject, and then we have the independent clause, which is the rest of the sentence. So how? Think if I have as the adjective after the adjectives, I might say it is necessary, or it is essential that everyone prepares for the test in advance. So here we have essential. What is essential? It's the adjective. Then what do we have? The noun clause, that everyone prepares for the test in advance. It is the noun clause which functions as the complement of our main clause. It is essential. What is essential? That everyone prepares for the test in advance. So we have this structure, adjective plus that clause. Or if I say that is not important, that for example he failed the interview. So we have the not important. What is not important? That he failed the interview. It is our noun clause. We have the subject of the noun clause, and we have got the verb of the noun clause, and it comes after the adjective. We have it. So important is the adjective here. It works as the complement for that is not important. It is our main clause. So the complement of our main clause. So one, if you have after the verb, we can use it as well. Often after the verbs, so that is removed as well. Think if I say, I believe that you can pass the TOEFL test successfully. So here we have the believe, the word believe. It's our verb here. The verb is believe. Then what do I believe? So this is the noun clause that is functioning as object of the verb. Object of the verb believe. What do I believe? I believe that you can pass the TOEFL test successfully. Look here, that can also be removed. We can remove I believe you can pass the TOEFL test. So this is also true. So as the object, we may often remove the word that. That is the introducer here. It introduces the clause. So it can also be omitted. In both cases, the clause that comes after the verb is a noun clause. It is our noun clause. So that's the next. If we have as the subject, that clause can be used as the subject. I may say that she can pass the test. Makes her, for example, her family proud. So here, what makes her family proud? That she can pass the test. It is the subject of the verb makes. What makes her family proud? That she can pass the exam. This is the verb. And the whole noun clause functions as the subject of the verb makes. So that noun clause is used as the subject of it. Or if you say that you are trying to learn new skills is a symbol of hope. So here we have the noun clause that you are trying to learn new skills. So it is our noun clause here. This noun clause is functioning as the subject for our main clause here, our idea, by saying that it is a symbol of hope. What is a symbol of hope? That you're trying to learn new skills. So it works as the subject. And itself, the noun clause has got its own subject and own verb. This is what we have. So, first of all, any questions? So who can tell a sentence with the first part, first structure? Miss Wajiha.
It was optional that everyone should wear blue cloth.
It was optional that everyone
wear the blue cloth.
The blue cloth, right? Okay, Miss Bilqis.
Okay, teacher. With which of them?
No matter, you can go on with the verb plus a clause. That clause.
Okay, teacher. So I will just tell a sentence. I believe that honesty is the foundation of trust.
I believe that honesty is the foundation of trust. Excellent. So here, the noun clause is that honesty is the foundation of trust. It is our noun clause, the object of the verb believe. Very good. Miss Zahidi.
Okay. It is necessary that you pass the test successfully.
It is necessary that you pass the test successfully. Yeah, the noun clause is that you pass the test successfully. That's the noun clause. And if we have it is necessary, so we can change often the it as well. Okay, thank you. Miss Sumaya.
Okay, teacher. It was surprising that she passed the exam.
It was surprising that you passed the exam. Very good. So with a verb plus that clause, Miss Natiqi. Okay, I don't have here, for example.
Teacher, may I say an example about where plus that clause?
Yep.
I know that the president want to speak with you because you're fantastic.
I know that the president want to talk to you. Speak with someone we don't have.
Yeah, teacher, my mean was that actually.
Okay, thank you. Miss Sahar.
Okay. He is worried that he might fail the test.
Okay, worried, it's adjective with verb plus that clause.
Yeah.
Okay, you can write your sentences in the comment chat box as well. I'll have here, I help that you can achieve your goals, not to your goals. Thank you. Miss Faroghlika.
In the name of Allah, I proud you that you graduated university.
I proud.
I proud.
I am proud. Okay,
I am proud.
it is adjective. Okay.
Yeah, that you graduated
That you graduated.
the university.
Yeah. So here it is the complement of the sentence. So that's it, Miss Sahar. I believe that we will pass. Very good.
Sorry, teacher, can I leave the class because I have another class and in our class, Google Classroom, I think you will share our homework. And after this exercise, do we have another lesson because our time is up and I'll also have another class?
So time's also up. We'll end the lecture here as well. Yep. If you have got other classes, yeah, you can leave right now. I will share the homework. And so the homework is actually on your book in academic writing, the chapter which talks about noun clauses. The last chapters, they're all about noun clauses. So you can go ahead with doing those exercises. Yeah, just keep up working there.
Thank you so much.
So that's it. Any questions for now?
No, teacher, thank you so much. It was very clear and awesome.